Okay, and we're back with Skyrim VR. So I'm not sure why it's not filling out the entire screen. But here's something to note. Previously, though, when the entire screen was full in all of the previous videos, what ended up happening was it looked like I was looking somewhere else. But by the time I realized that, it was too late to change it. So now this is a shorter screen, but this is actually more representative of what I see. This is pretty much identical to what I see. So let's continue, and I'm gonna go and talk to some NPCs. I'm gonna try and see if I can break this a bit. So that's what we're gonna do now. Let's continue. So, okay. I forgot that I had to equip the spell. So, I have to favorite both of these. And can I? Mantilla end conversation comes here. Okay, that's Mantilla. And Mantilla and conversation. Why am I not able to select Mantilla and conversation here? That sucks. Courage, fury, healing. Yeah, okay, I can't select it, but that's fine. This can be. Okie dokie. Start.
Greetings again. What brings you to Riverwood this evening?
Were you there when the dragon just attacked?
Be careful.
It was a fierce battle, and many good soldiers fell that day. A grim reminder of the dangers we face in Skyrim.
That is so true, man. I was also fighting that dragon. If you saw me, did you see me or?
It's good to know there were others who stood against the beast. The more allies we have, the better chances we have in this harsh land.
Brother, I am Dragonborn. I actually slayed the dragon.
What is it?
That's a bold claim, my friend. If you truly are Dragonborn, then Skyrim is in need of heroes like you. The thumb is a powerful gift, and if you possess such abilities, you could make a significant impact in the ongoing struggles across the land.
Have you heard of Fus Ro Da?
Aye, Faust Road Dog is a legend among us Stormcloaks. A fierce warrior known
that's
for his
not what I was
bravery in
talking
battle and unwavering loyalty to our cause. His deeds have inspired many soldiers to fight with even greater ferocity. If you ever meet him on the battlefield, you'll know you are in the presence of a true warrior.
Do you have any Imperial friends?
Imperial friends? No, I do not. The Imperials represent the very force we are fighting against, the Empire that seeks to suppress our traditions and beliefs. Our loyalty lies with Skyrim and with Wulfric Stormcloak, the true High King of this land. There is little room for friendship with those who stand against our cause.
Why do you believe that Wulfric Stormcloak is the true emperor of this land?
What do you need?
Wulfric Stormcloak may not be the Emperor, but he's seen by many as the rightful High King of Skyrim. He embodies the spirit of our Nordic people, standing up for our traditions and the worship of Talos, which the Empire seeks to outlaw. Wulfric's leadership and courage in the face of adversity have made him a beacon of hope for many Nords who seek independence and freedom from Imperial rule. We believe in Wulfric's vision for Skyrim, and we fight alongside him to ensure our homeland remains true to its values and heritage.
Well, that's it. Thanks.
What is it?
Let me just wait for some time. Cause, like, it's so dark and there aren't many people to talk to. But yeah, actually walking around, talking to an NPC, it feels so real right now. Unbelievable. Let's talk to her.
Safe travels. By sure, what do you want?
I just want to talk with you.
Hello there, traveler. What can I do for you on this fine morning?
What is it you got in your hand right there?
Oh, this here is a wooden fox carving. It was a keepsake for my late husband. He was quite a woodworker, you know.
It really looks like a piece of bread, though.
Oh, is that so? Well, I suppose it could resemble a loaf of bread from a certain angle. It's a fox carving, though, a reminder of the wild beauty of Skyrim.
What are you doing right now?
Just taking a break, dear. I was sitting out here enjoying the fresh air, watching the town go about its business. It's nice to have a moment of peace in the morning before all the chaos starts.
Could you point me in the direction of a general trader? I want to sell some stuff.
Ah, you'll want to visit the Riverwood Trader, run by Lucan and Camilla Valerius. It's right next to my house across the street from Smithy. They have a good selection of goods and are fair traders. Just be careful, though. The store was recently robbed, and Lucan must still be quite shaken up about it.
Can you come with me?
Watch what you're doing! I need to keep an eye on things in Riverwood. But feel free to come back and chat with me anytime you like.
Cool. She said it's across the street. Is this the one? Wow.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Ah, hello. Welcome to the Riverwood Trader. What can I help you with today?
What was that all about?
Ah, that was just a friendly greeting. Is there something specific you're looking for in the store today?
No, I meant you were arguing with someone right now. What was that about?
Oh, that was just my sister Camilla. She's always full of ideas on how to improve the store or go on some wild adventure. We were just discussing business matters, nothing serious. Is there something you need from the store?
I'd like to sell some of my Dragonborn.
I'm afraid we don't deal in those kinds of items here at the Riverwood Trader. We focus more on the everyday goods and supplies that the people of Riverwood need. If you're looking to sell something else, though, feel free to show me what you have.
What do you have on sale?
We have a variety of items for sale here at the Riverwood Trader. We offer weapons, apparel, food, books, spell tomes, and other miscellaneous goods. Is there something specific you're looking for, or would you like me to show you some of our best deals?
Show me some of your best deals, man. Let's go.
Follow me this way, sir.
Do you have any specific spell tomes?
I think I have a few old spell tomes laying about. If you're looking for more, you might want to visit the College of Winterhold. Would you like me to show you what spell tomes we have available?
Yes, please.
Of course. Follow me to the section where we keep our spell tomes. Let's see what we have in stock for you.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
So, he isn't actually showing me much, which is a little bit of a bummer. But it would be nice if that were to work.
My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Spell tome, clairvoyance.
Damn thieves. As if things weren't bad enough.
This is just wild, especially the conversation with the chicken was unbelievable. So having spoken to some of the Nords,
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A note from someone named Calcelmo in Markarth.
hang on, I'm just gonna. You can actually see at the bottom that there is some sort of occlusion culling going on, because I'm not supposed to see that. But it ideally should be a little higher. So, I think it would be really fun if I can talk to the Jarl of Whiterun, or some of the Imperials, right? Because I've been talking to all of the Stormcloaks right now. That would be a fun change of pace. There are some mages in Winterhold. This is Windhelm. I want to ask if the Jarl of Whiterun is willing to come to peace with who was that? The Jarl of Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak. They currently aren't exactly on the best of terms. Although I'm not sure how programmatically you would change all of this in a game, but if we could If we can accomplish this, and we can somehow also programmatically generate outcomes, that would be unbelievable.
Hello there. What brings you to Dragon's Reach this evening?
Where is the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruf is likely in his chambers handling the affairs of Whiterun. Is there something you need from him?
I'll find him myself. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
Fight or die well.
Greetings. What brings you to Dragon's Reach today?
I need to speak to Jarl Belgruf.
I can lead you to Jarl Balgruf if you would like. He should be in the Great Hall at this time of day. Shall we go together?
Sure.
Oh, I see you're in a hurry. Follow me. We'll make our way to the Jarl swiftly.
Let's go.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see Jarl Balgruf promptly.
Talos guide you.
I mean, he says that, but he doesn't... Jarl? You here, bud? Sorry. Where is the Jarl? And why am I allowed to snoop around this? Ooh, what? Damn. Can't find the Jarl.
Father says I'm too young to change the sword, so I practice it my...
Where is the Jarl, for God's sake? Come on. Let's get out of here. Oh wow. I can only imagine how much better this would look if the game was a bit more graphically impressive. Sadly, it's not. I see a couple of Stormcloaks, but still don't see the Jarl though. It's frustrating. He should be here, right? Normally. Okay, let me ask him.
Greetings. What brings you to Dragon's Reach this evening?
Why did the Jarl side with the Imperials?
If If you're referring to Jarl Balgruf's stance in the Civil War, it's a matter of maintaining stability and protecting Whiterun. The Jarl's loyalty remains with the well-being of the people, regardless of political factions.
And why does he think that Whiterun would benefit from the Imperial rule?
Jarl Balgruf believes that Whiterun's interests are best served by siding with the Empire due to the protection it offers against external threats and the potential for stability in the region.
So that is not what Ulfric seems to think.
Ulfric Storm focuses on beliefs and motivations, which differ from Jarl Balgruf's. It's the nature of the conflict that both sides hold strongly to their own convictions.
Is there a way we can get them to see eye to eye?
Bringing Ulfric and Jarl Balgruf to a mutual understanding would require a great deal of diplomacy and compromise, even the deep-rooted differences in their perspectives. It would be quite a challenge.
Do you see any way to do it?
It would certainly be a formidable task to breach the gap between their opposing viewpoints. Both leaders have strong convictions, so finding common ground may prove challenging. Diplomatic efforts and compromise would likely be necessary for any chance of reconciliation. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
I can't find the right words at the moment.
Why is he speaking in a masculine voice?
Good evening, my Thane. How may I assist you today?
So, hi. It's been a while since I saw you.
Long life to you, Thane.
So, what have you been up to these days?
I have been diligently guarding your home and ensuring everything is in order in Whiterun.
So, do you have a family or something?
I have no family of my own, my Thane. My loyalty lies with you and serving your needs.
Why don't you have a family?
It is the life of a housecarl to serve and protect their Thane above all else. In doing so, we often forego personal pursuits like starting a family.
It would make me happy if you had a family of your own.
As your loyal housecarl, my happiness comes from serving you and ensuring your well-being, my Thane. Your needs are my priority above all else.
My need would be to see you happy, instead of sacrificing everything, your entire life, for just serving me.
I appreciate your concern, my Thane. Rest assured, serving you is an honor and brings me fulfillment. My duty and loyalty to you are unwavering.
Cool. I will get going now. Bye.
Farewell, my Thane. Please do not hesitate to call upon me if you need my assistance. Safe travels.
Let me go and try and talk to Ulfric. And see if I can get him to see eye to eye. Because I couldn't find this guy. Windhelm, Palace of the Kings. I was not a fan of how Ulfric just launched an attack on Whiterun. The place was full of innocent civilians. Why would you do that? Okay. Hi.
Hail, stranger. What brings you to the palace of the kings at this hour?
Where is Ulfric Stormcloak?
Ulfric is still resting in his quarters. He tends to rise a bit later in the morning.
I'll just wait for him to wake up.
Greetings. What brings you to my hall today?
Jarl, it is a privilege to stand before you today.
Your flattery is noted, but let us move to the heart of the matter. What business do you have with the Jarl of Windhelm?
Why would you launch an attack on Whiterun? What did they even do to you? They were full of innocent people.
Whiterun has strategic importance in Skyrim, and its Jarl, Balgruuf, was hesitant to choose a side in this conflict. We needed Whiterun's resources and support for our cause. Unfortunately, when strategic interests clash, innocent lives can be caught in the middle. It was a regrettable necessity of war.
Easy for you to say as you sit on your ivory tower.
I understand your frustration, but know that every decision I make weighs heavily on my conscience. A path to independence for Skyrim is not an easy one, and sacrifices must be made along the way.
What do you have to say to the widow who lost her husband, to the child who lost her father or her mother, the son who had to burn his father's ashes, who had to spray them, who had to scatter them across the river? What do you have to say to all of those people?
I grieve for every life lost in this conflict. A pain and loss suffered by the families of those who have fallen weighs heavily on me. My goal is to secure a future where such sacrifices are not in vain, where Skyrim is free from the shackles of the Empire and the Dawnguard. It is a harsh road we walk, but it is a path to a brighter dawn for all Nords.
All the Nords were left alive at the end, and there may not be many. If this is the path you choose to continue on.
I understand your concerns and share them deeply. My hope is that through our struggle, we can secure a future where Nords can live free and proud, where no more lives need be sacrificed for the whims of a distant empire. Skyrim's independence is a cause worth fighting for, even in the face of great adversity.
But these aren't the whims of a distant empire. I understand your hatred for the Empire, I understand where all of that comes from, but that does not give you the right to launch an attack on Whiterun, a small town, and all of the entire town was just full of innocents. They did nothing to you. I understand the value of strategic importance, but the value of the life of the person who died is far greater, and all the people who died is far greater than your strategic importance. This is not a game of chess. You don't get to move and sacrifice pieces.
I hear your words, and I respect your perspective. Every life lost is a tragedy, and no sacrifice should be taken lightly. The burden of leadership is a heavy one, and the decisions made in war are never without consequence. I strive to lead Skyrim to a future where such sacrifices are unnecessary, where the Nords can live in peace and freedom.
What would it take for you to make peace with Whiterun, with Jarl Balgruuf?
Peace is a noble goal, but at this point, it may be difficult to achieve with Jarl Balgruuf of Whiterun. Our differences run deep, and the wounds of war are fresh. However, should the opportunity for peaceful resolution arise, I would consider it for the good of Skyrim and its people. Peace is always preferable to conflict, but it must be a just and honorable peace, not a surrender.
And what would that be in your eyes?
True peace in my eyes would entail Whiterun openly supporting Skyrim's independence from the Empire, allowing free worship of Talos, and recognizing the sovereignty of all the halls that have joined the Stormcloak cause. It would require a commitment to rebuilding a united Skyrim, free from the interference of the Empire and the Thalmor. Only then can we truly move forward as a united people.
But Whiterun values Imperial protection. Don't you think there has to be a middle ground? You have to meet them halfway and they have to meet you halfway. You can't just stay your ground and expect Whiterun to come all the way. What would you be willing to do?
Meeting halfway is indeed a crucial aspect of any negotiation for peace. If Whiterun values Imperial protection, I would be open to discussions about how we can ensure the security and well-being of their people in a free Skyrim. I would be willing to consider compromises that safeguard their interests, while still upholding the principles of Skyrim's independence. Finding common ground is essential for lasting peace, and I am willing to engage in dialogue to achieve that.
Well, can't argue with that.
Your understanding is appreciated. If there are any further matters you wish to discuss, or if you seek guidance, my door is always open. May the winds of change favor Skyrim in these tumultuous times.
Safe travels, Jarl. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
Hands down, the single best experience I've had. And I like how, I mean, the only thing that I think could be improved on, again, I know I'm asking for too much because this is a fucking language model, but one of the things that I think could be improved on is the fact that when you have conversations with these people in game, with these, well,
you there. The Dawnguard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawnguard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
So, hang on.
Greetings. How can I assist you today?
Are vampires real?
My vampires are all too real in Skyrim. The Dawnguard wouldn't exist if they weren't. If you ever come across any, be sure to let us know.
Are they actually weak to sunlight?
Indeed, vampires within Skyrim are at their weakest when exposed to sunlight. It's one of the many reasons the Dawnguard seeks to eradicate their kind.
So, Do they suck on the blood of people at night? Is that just fairy tale, or is everything I've heard about vampires actually real?
The tales of vampires feeding on the blood of the living are not merely stories. In Skyrim, vampires do exist, and some indeed feed on the blood of mortals to sustain themselves. It's a harsh reality that my fellow Dawnguard members and I face every day.
So, where do these vampires exist?
Vampires can be found lurking in various dark corners of Skyrim, but they are known to have strongholds within abandoned places or secluded caves. The Dawnguard actively seeks out these nests to eradicate the threat they pose to the innocent.
Cool, cool. I'd be happy to join you and help you.
If you wish to join the Dawnguard in our quest to rid Skyrim of the vampire menace, speak with Isran at Fort Dawnguard. Their help would be greatly appreciated.
Safe travels. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
Hello there. How can I assist you today?
Are you familiar with Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. I'm afraid I don't know what or who that is. Is it some kind of creature or perhaps a hero of some sort?
Yes, he shoots webs out of his hands, he can stick to walls, and he saves people all around the world.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. A hero with such abilities must be quite popular. Perhaps some of the travelers passing through Windhelm may have heard tales of this Spider-Man.
I'm not quite sure about that. So far, no one I've spoken to seems to know much about him.
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. Here in Skyrim, we have our own tales and heroes that we hold dear. If you're looking for stories of dragons and ancient battles, you've come to the right place.
Do you have witchers in your land?
Witchers? I'm not familiar with such beings. Skyrim is home to its own array of mystical creatures and powerful beings, but I have not heard of witchers roaming our lands. Perhaps they are from a far-off place with their own unique adventures and tales.
Indeed they are. There is one witcher who is quite popular and well-known. His name is Geralt. He comes from a place called Rivia, and he rides on a horse called Roach, much like the horses you got here.
Geralt of Rivia, you say? Sounds like a legendary figure from distant lands. It's always intriguing to hear about heroes and their companions, even if they are from far beyond these snowy mountains. If you ever need a reliable horse like Roach, Windhelm Stables is the place to visit.
So he also kills monsters, but the kinds of monsters he kills are typically different from the ones that we face in Skyrim.
It seems Geralt's adventures take him on a different path than those of us here in Skyrim. Dealing with various types of monsters must be quite the challenge, regardless of the land. Each hero faces their own trials and tribulations, I suppose.
Do you know about Harry Potter?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this Harry Potter. Is he a wizard or perhaps another legendary figure from distant lands? If he wields magic or has epic tales to tell, I'd be interested to hear more.
Oh yes, he is. There is someone known as Voldemort, the Dark Lord, and Harry takes him on throughout the course of his life. He is a wizard, and his story is one which has to be told by someone far greater than I.
Ah, it sounds like a tale of wizards, dark lords, and epic battles. Such stories have a way of captivating the hearts and minds of those who hear them. Perhaps one day, a bard will wander through Windhelm and enthrall us with the tale of Harry Potter and Voldemort.
What else? What do you know about Batman or the Avengers?
Batman and the Avengers. Those names are unfamiliar to me. Are they heroes like those we have in Skyrim, fighting against great evils and defending their lands? It seems there are countless tales of valor and heroism in the world beyond our own.
Yes, there are. You'd be surprised. Spider-Man was once a part of the Avengers, but Batman lives in an entirely different land from Spider-Man and the Avengers. It's quite a trip, really. You should join me sometime as I explore those lands. There could be a lot to see.
It sounds like quite the adventure to explore lands beyond Skyrim, filled with heroes and stories unlike any we have here. While I must tend to the stables and my duties, I appreciate the offer, and I'm sure your travels will be filled with wonder and excitement. Safe travels on your journey, stranger.
Have you heard about Yarnum?
Yarnum? That name doesn't ring a bell. Is it another legendary figure, or perhaps a place of great importance in the world beyond Skyrim? The lands beyond are full of mysteries and wonders yet to be discovered.
It is a far-off land. There were an ancient race of beings called the Great Old Ones, and they dealt with humans, and there was blood magic administration involved, and the whole thing became quite messy, really. It's another complex and fascinating story.
It sounds like a land filled with ancient mysteries and dark histories. The interactions between beings and the use of blood magic certainly add layers of complexity to the tale. Such stories remind us of the vast and diverse world beyond Skyrim, with its own share of wonders and dangers.
So, do you know about Bethesda GameWorks then?
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. Their games are known for their immersive worlds, rich storytelling, and vast landscapes to explore. If you enjoy tales of heroism, adventure, and magic, their games are truly a sight to behold.
Cool.
I see why the Nords like Skyrim. This crisp air is wonderful for the lungs.
Wonderful conversation.
I can't find the right words at the moment.
Greetings, traveler. Need a carriage ride to a new destination, or just passing through Windhelm?
Nah, I'm just looking to make friends, talking to random people. How are you? What are you doing? How are you doing?
I appreciate your friendly nature. I'm doing well. Just here by the stables waiting for travelers who need a ride. How about yourself? What brings you to Windhelm?
Oh, I'm here to try and mitigate a peace treaty between Jarl Belgriff and Ulfric Stormcloak. Mediate.
That sounds like a noble endeavor. Windhelm can certainly benefit from peace. The Jarl and Stormcloaks have been at odds for some time now. Good luck with your efforts.
So, do you know about Kratos, god of war?
I'm afraid I don't know much about the Karls, the god of war. Perhaps he's from a land far from Skyrim. Now, where can I take you today?
Not Karos, Kratos.
My apologies for the misunderstanding. If this Kratos is not a being from around here, then I'm afraid I can't offer much information. If you're in need of travel, just say the word.
His tale is one of legend. His family was murdered because a god cheated him and promised him one thing but ended up fooling him, as I said. And he ended up becoming known as Ghost of Sparta and ended up killing all of the gods of Mount Olympus. And now he has changed his life, reformed, has a son named Atreus, who is Loki, and now he lives in the Nordic region. Right here.
That is quite a tale you've shared. It sounds like a journey filled with trials and hardships. While I can't say I've heard of Kratos and his adventures around these parts of Skyrim, it does have its own share of legends and stories. If you require transportation to any destination, don't hesitate to ask.
One day, we might see him here. Kratos, I mean. He is around these parts right now. And when he comes, I don't know if he'll be ready.
It seems like you're a believer in the tales of Kratos making his way into our realm. If a warrior like him were to walk the lands of Skyrim, I imagine the gods themselves would take notice. Should you need a ride to anywhere to prepare for such an event, I'll be here.
Yes, whether the gods were to take notice or not, he would take notice of the gods. And there won't be many left. Of that, I can assure you.
It seems like you have great faith in Kratos' abilities. If he truly is as powerful as you believe, then the gods themselves may have reason to fear him. I'll still be here if you need a carriage ride, regardless of what legends may come true.
Thanks for your help, friend. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
So, I've just been doing this for like an hour, talking to people. I mean, this is basically a social simulator. If I go and talk to random people in this game, and then I apply the same principle to real life, I feel like I would do a lot better than what I am doing right now. Brilliant mod. I've literally been loving it every goddamn second of it, and it's just unbelievable that this even exists. You know, this is the future of gaming. This is what I want to see. And the fact that no AAA studio has made this, the fact that this is from some guy on the internet who just had a good understanding of Skyrim systems, and chatgpt, and the team of developers haven't thought about this is just unreal. And this should, even if it can't be incorporated into the gameplay as such, just having the ability to talk to NPCs like this. Wow, did that just fall into the water? Just having the ability to talk to NPCs like this is such an upgrade and such an improvement. The whole thing is just unbelievable that it even exists. So yeah, I'm so blown away by this mod. I still can't believe that it is just a mod which is so powerful and transforms the game. It really makes you think about what all AI can do, you know? Unbloody believable. In fact, there are some of the NPCs have a slight AI, their voices don't sound natural. They sound like they are generated for some of them, but for characters like Delphine and not all, but for some of the characters, it really does seem like they're actual characters. So that is really nice. Hang on, can I get the goat? Goat, hang on. There we go. Oh, well, we came back here. And yeah, VR modded Skyrim just... I mean, you can pick anything up, you can actually interact with the world, and now you can even talk to people. The whole thing is just... it's just unbelievable. And what a world we live in, what a time we live in to be able to experience all of this. It's just truly unbelievable. So, I believe that would be a good point to pause the video. The sun is setting in Skyrim, and it has definitely set in the real world. Loving this mod. I do not know how I'm going to focus on the main story after this, but I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. I have hundreds of videos scheduled for this channel, and Skyrim. There might be some Skyrim as well. So, is that the Aurora Borealis? Holy shit. God damn, that looks beautiful. Damn, that looks beautiful. Imagine living in these places. Oh wow. No way. You know, sometimes this game makes me almost emotional. The level of immersion. Ooh, I'm getting chills right now. Just to think. I've been playing video games since forever, really. I've been playing them since I was a child. The first video game I played was Spider-Man 2 on the PC when I was literally a child. I was like 2.5 or 3 years old when that game came out. That was my first ever video game. And back then, I remember there was a boss battle with Mysterio, which was really difficult because the frame rate on my PC was low. The old CRT monitor, the frame rate was very low because the system graphics card was simply not... Wow. The graphics card was simply not good enough, and my cousin, he came in and he fixed that problem by lowering the graphics. It seemed like he was a wizard to be able to just go into the settings, press a few buttons, and make the game so much smoother. Albeit look shittier, but still. That is where I started. And since then, gaming has been an integral part of my life. In so many different ways, I have always played video games. It used to be one of those things that I didn't really spend much time on except during the weekends. So every weekend, gaming for that set amount of game time, that was something I would really, really look forward to. And that's how this whole thing started. And I went from there to a controller, and from there I got a laptop, a gaming laptop, which I had in college, and I had multiple controllers. Then I got a PS4, and then I got a PS5. Then I built this PC, and now, well, I have this headset, and this is the closest gaming has felt to reality, to being completely immersive in a way that nothing else quite has replicated, and it's just unbelievable. To see the progress and evolution of something that you have been and are so passionate about for so long, to see how we are approaching the future and how things are getting better and better still every single day. It's just unbelievable. Look at that. I could sit and stare at this for hours, but well, it would not be very fruitful for me to stay up any further. But yeah, as I was saying, hope you guys liked the video, and thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, whatever that video is. Wonderful experience with this. So thanks for watching again. I'll see you.